Welcome back to another 3 Bourbon Years. This week we are trying Peerless Double Oak Rye.
Yeah.
Ooh,
New one.
This is our first Peerless on
our first
video.
Peerless, bro.
I actually not even off
yeah.
camera. I
That's
haven't
true,
even,
yeah.
I haven't had any Peerless. This is my first.
Why do we historically not drink Peerless?
Because of the price.
Typically.
All the bottles that we see are usually over $100, and
At
we
least
haven't heard
80.
much about it,
Yeah.
so we've kind of avoided them. But we heard good things about this. We finally found a bottle, or Mitch did, and picked it up. So we don't really know much about where the whiskey comes from. We know that it's in Louisville, Kentucky. The distillery is. I don't know if they source their whiskey or if they, I don't know, distill it themselves there or what they do. We could have looked it up beforehand, but please tell us in the comments because we're just super lazy. You know us.
We're just excited to drink. Okay.
This is all facade.
The alcohol percentage is 55, so we're looking at a 110, and it's
The sweet spot.
it's non-chill filtered,
And it's a double oaked at 110. Very hard to find.
A double oak rye
products
too.
that are-
which
Yeah,
is-
yeah, and it's
which is
rye. Yeah.
very
I don't know if I've ever had a double oak rye.
I can't.
I think. Well, what's the Sagamore? I think that's
Sagamores
a double oak rye.
Yeah, yeah.
But it kind of.
I should have brought that to compare.
It's
honestly.
weaker though. It's like
Right.
I think that's like 45%.
It's a serious.
While he's pouring, thank you
That's
guys
quite
for
the knob.
watching.
That's quite a plug.
Like, comment, subscribe. He's got a big.
Come on. All right. Yeah.
Hey, we're back. We got it cleaned up.
I don't
It
know
was
what
bound to happen
happened.
after the 1 millionth pour in Helm's Deep.
I'm surprised we lasted this long.
In our cleanup break, we this is kind of a weird bottle to pour out of. It's really
It's
stubby,
tricky.
and it's got a little lip on it. So.
I'm making excuses. It wasn't all my fault.
Short and
but-
stubby.
Ah, whatever. Mitch bought it. Who cares?
Yeah.
Just kidding.
It's only $110, so. By
All
the
right.
way, it is roughly at retail is about $110. We should state that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, let's get into it.
So obviously, because of that double oak, always dark, right?
Oh.
There's never a color that's light double oak, right?
No.
It's always
It's not supposed to be.
Tell me that's not
Wow.
just amazing.
smells
dark.
like a carpenter's workshop.
There's a lot of
Dark
there's a lot of wood
vanillas.
dust in there.
Wood spice.
Wood, vanilla.
Dark
Okay.
vanillas.
Dark.
Almost like you're. Wow. Yeah. Like
That's
vanilla extract
Yeah, man.
and
It's
and oak.
potent.
vanilla, oak, a lot of wood spice. You can't like get in there too deep because it's gonna hit you.
It's definitely like that 110. It smells above its weight.
Yeah.
For sure.
Singes the nostrils if you get too deep.
Okay, I'm
But
getting
it's
some
so
cinnamon
good.
now.
There's definitely it's heavy baking.
You're
spice
right.
too.
It is kind of evolving.
Almost like a cinnamon stick cinnamon. Like
Yeah.
if you were to like take a cinnamon stick and just grate it.
Or like light it on fire.
Yeah,
And, like,
yeah,
smell
there you
the
go, there you go.
burning cinnamon.
There's some good legs on it.
Oh yeah. She's an oily gal.
Well, if the
Very
palate follows
beefy.
up in any fashion to the nose,
It's gonna completely blindside you.
Dude, this to me is a classic
gonna be
like
amazing.
winter bourbon.
Yeah.
This is
Like the nose at least.
Tell me
not-
this isn't giving you initial kind of batch proof vibes,
100%.
right? Like
Dude,
kind of
Absolutely.
that darker,
Yeah.
like
That is an excellent
oaky
comparison.
vanilla note.
like saturated,
Yes.
thick.
Yeah, like it's like syrup. You can smell how
I wanna,
thick
like-
it is. Is that weird? I
Everything
don't
in
know.
there is just an extract
Yeah.
of like
Yeah.
the oak, the
Yeah.
vanilla, the cinnamon. Like everything in there is just the most potent version of itself. Which
Can you smell
is nice.
viscosity? Is that a thing?
I want to wear this as a
If it is,
cologne.
this is it.
This is a little.
Just throw some. Did you just dip? Did you do that?
No, I didn't.
All right, we gotta get in there.
All right. Cheers,
right.
guys.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Holy shnikes.
Isn't it weird? Is it like so?
What the hell was
isn't
that
it so
all?
subtle? It's so subtle up front, and then just kind of like keeps going, and then gets worse, and then keeps.
She's a spicy meatball.
Long,
Still going.
long finish. That's not medium long. That's not long. That's long.
That's textbook.
Oh man, that's beautiful.
Okay, so
Well-rounded burn, like it does burn in your mouth, but it spreads out very nicely.
it's kind
kinda
of like
crawls around your
when
tongue.
you get hit in the nose and you're like sensing all that, you know, like it hits you and it's just there.
It's almost
and
like the adrenaline side of like when you yeah.
Let's put you through shock.
yeah.
Mhm. Oh yeah, that's some chest burn. I can still taste it, man.
Wow.
That's some
Okay, so
insanely
right up
long
front,
finish.
when it hits your tongue, I get a lot of that like I don't want to say full big red cinnamon, but a lot of cinnamon.
Oh, it's pepper up front.
And it tapers off, and it goes into like classic but heavy like rye spicy burn.
Yeah.
And it just marinates in your mouth.
It doesn't hide the fact that it's a rye.
Right.
Let's just say that.
It's so cool because it kind of ends. You're so right because it hits that rye note, and it finishes for so long that it kind of like dips back into like the vanilla caramel, and then you still taste the grassiness.
Yeah, just heavy spice and cinnamon and pepper right up front.
There's a little bit of that oaky vanilla-ness in there too up front, and also just throughout. I think there's like a line of that oaky vanilla, a little bit of sweetness.
Dude, this is
It's
hitting above its weight too.
Oh yeah, it's punching.
This is like a 120.
I will say the one thing that's a little disappointing is the nose has a little more of a sweeter aspect to it, and it makes you think it's gonna really punch you in the face with flavor. And it's like this dull, slow, like crawl of flavor. It's not like a burst.
It's more
just
heavy spice than it is like those interesting flavors. To me, the nose is almost like a finished whiskey in a way.
Yeah.
Like that's how interesting the nose is. That it tastes like they're finishing this in some secondary casks. Obviously they're not, but that's the vibe that I get from the nose.
Wow.
And the palate doesn't really do that, but I still am liking what it does a lot, for sure.
Yeah, it's different. It's interesting,
It'll
right?
wake you up.
In a world of we're trying to find something that's different.
This puts like 10 of our last reviews to shame. Just to like go out and say it. And
I
again,
can't remember what we reviewed.
by the way, I will say
early times beats this.
I will. Price point.
No, I mean price point.
I'll say historically, bourbon years like a heavier, in your face.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you're more of like I like to sip on what Eagle Rare, and like that's like my threshold, and I like the sweeter. Like this isn't gonna be for you.
No.
So
To me, man,
You gotta kind of like rye. If you like rye whiskey, this kind of takes you a different direction.
This is like
like
upper
it's very
echelon.
interesting.
should we get into it?
I'm getting some coffee notes on there. now,
Yeah,
too,
no,
like
I didn't want to say it. I did have some of this before the viewing today, and I wanted to see if when you two said that, and you said coffee.
I'm seriously getting some like ground coffee notes.
Yeah, for some reason I'm getting coffee.
Just
on
kinda,
it. Yeah, I love coffee.
I love coffee.
All right, well, why don't we get
Can't
into it?
expect coffee.
Try.
Well,
You go first.
Okay, you want me to go first?
Do it.
Well, we have had 80 different videos, 80 plus videos on this channel.
Yeah.
And for us, we're always looking for what's different, what sets you apart, why are you in this game of competing with the Buffalo Traces and the Woodfords. And
Why are you even trying?
And why are you trying? And this is right up our alley. Now, 110. Pucker factor.
Pucker, definitely.
That's no joke, because you start hitting that like plus $100 mark, and you stop thinking about grabbing it and going home. You have to have like.
You gotta have a conversation with your wife.
Right.
You gotta double check.
You gotta
check
figure
that
out how
bank
you're
account.
gonna hide it before you come in.
When is my paycheck coming in again?
You have to ask them to print you a fake receipt with a different price on it.
Here's where I'm at.
There's a lot that goes into it.
I put this ahead of a lot of ryes we've had. Oh man.
What are you gonna do?
I'm gonna be a.
Say it. Go
Are you
your
sure
gut.
you wanted to go first?
I'm gonna be a buy.
Woo!
But
10 buy.
contingent on, because of the price point, get your one and enjoy it, and maybe kind of cycle through them. I don't know if this is one that I would go and buy
a bunch.
3 of. Bunker
Bunker-worthy?
Not bunker worthy.
Hopefully they're available.
Yeah.
I don't know if they are.
Are they going to be making these regularly, like yearly now? Is
Yeah.
this like a yearly release, or is this like a one-time limited?
That's a good
yearly
question.
I have no idea.
Because if it's
If you know, let us know.
If it's ongoing, like this is one you just have one on your shelf, and then when it's gone, maybe you miss it. And then you
Here's
go
also
buy
why I
it.
say one really quick though is, it is so heavy and so in your face. This is the perfect capper. Like you had 3 or 4 bourbons that night, and like you want to end on something.
Yeah.
Go to this. Because if I had
Right.
3 of these, my mouth would be probably raw based on like the punch and the spice and like
I agree with that.
all of those things. So that's why I think if you just have that one every now and then,
It dulls your senses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
one.
All right.
Bye.
Fair enough.
Okay.
You want me to go?
Yeah.
I'm gonna try. on it.
Yep.
$110. I think that it's actually, you got some good value there. This is something totally different, a double oaked rye. You don't really see that very often. We've only actually ever had one, and that was the Sagamore, which was super good. We loved that bottle.
Yeah,
I don't know
that
how
was
much it
good.
cost. I think
I don't
it's
think
like
we did. Did we do
60
a?
to
No,
80.
we were gonna do a review, and then you surprised us with midwinter.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, we need to do that still.
Barbecue
But
sauce.
Barbecue sauce.
I think I'm gonna try just because, like you said, this one really does dull the senses. To me, this does the same thing that a Elijah Craig barrel proof would do.
Mm-hmm.
Or
Oh,
I
yeah,
can
yeah.
I can have like one of them, but if
Yeah.
I have two of them, my tongue starts to get a little bit raw. And
If
I
your
might be
mouth
sounding like a
is-
baby right now, but honestly, that's just the way it goes with some of these. And at only 110 proof, it's kind of crazy that it does that.
Right.
It's just kind of shocking. So it's super good whiskey though. $110 though is it's pushing it for me.
There's
but
a lot of stuff.
I'm happy I got to
within
try
that
it, and the
range.
only reason I have to say, well, actually I didn't try it before that, but I saw one in the store and passed on it. And I'm thinking if I had the opportunity to buy it now after trying it, and I don't think I would just because
Of what you
I
just
just don't think I would reach for it that often, to be honest.
Yeah,
with you,
yeah.
Just because it's
No,
so
it's kind of a
powerful
niche
and
flavor.
so-
You know,
yeah.
you have to really be craving it to
and
kind of really.
I
want
will say, like, you know, Stellum and their rye lineup around that same price point, a little cheaper in some cases, is a little more versatile than this. I feel like.
Well, Stellan Black Rye is
So-
$100, right?
Yeah.
And I mean, that's
And-
like one of our favorite.
You can drink it all the time, and
Yeah.
yeah, good points.
I will just flat out say I'm gonna go with a buy on this because it offers something different. I know I'm just reiterating what we've said, but there aren't many double oaked ryes in the game. Like we said, there's Sagamore, but as far as even barrel proof double oaked products, there aren't a whole heck of a lot of them. Penelope has one that we did on the channel too. Theirs is really good. Well, that's a toasted, not a double oak, right?
Yeah, it's a toast.
I tend to do that all the time.
It's very similar.
But they're similar.
It's very similar.
But anyways, this is the 110 proof. You get the rye, the double oaked. I think I'm leaning like Ethan said. It's almost like somewhat of a try. But if you like rye products, if you like double oak products, I mean,
Higher proof.
Yeah, you're gonna like this. Go for it. You're gonna want to buy one just because of the price. Drink it till it's gone, and then see if you miss it.
What'll be super interesting is like all the other $90 Peerless bottles. You know, when we try those,
Yeah.
are we just gonna be like, spend the extra 10, 20 bucks and go get
And
that?
get this
Yeah,
one.
right.
Yeah, because we haven't had any Peerless. We haven't had their base. I think their basic's like $90.
Right.
And that's probably why, well, that's why we've been holding off.
Yeah.
But we've heard good things about Peerless. It's just, that's a lot of money when you can get really good whiskey for $30. And you can get 3 of those for one Peerless. So, but yeah, we got 2 buys, 1 tries. If you're into this kind of thing, just know it's going to dull your senses. You're going to get punched in the nose, slapped around a little bit. But if you like that kind of
Little
thing,
slap.
Slap and tickle.
if you like that kind of thing, go for it, guys. I mean, it's a good one.
Cool.
All right.
Thank you guys for watching. Have you tried this one? What is your favorite Peerless product? What should we try at Peerless? Because this is our first. Let us know down in the comments below. Thank you guys. Tune into some of our other videos. We release them every Thursday. Like, follow, comment, subscribe. Follow us on Twitter, Instagram, AOL Instant Messenger, Xanga, all that other stuff. Otherwise, we'll see you in the next video.
All for one and one for all.
Cheers.
Cheers.